Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Minix. I'll be playing the Stanley Parable. It's been my first run through of the game. Gonna try and play through as many of the endings as I can, since I did hear this game goes for the multiple ending theory. Nice to give the player as much choice as possible. I'm gonna see what we can get across done in the first view. Maybe an hour of playthrough, but we'll see. It'll be a battle between myself and the voices in my head, also known as the narrator, the plot wizard, and God.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
Yeah, screw the guy next door.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons.
It's starting to get close to real life.
Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push,
YES.
and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year.
It's an honest living.
Although others might have considered it soul-winning, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
But life isn't about happiness.
And then one day, something very peculiar
About
happened.
money.
Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow.
Have you tried turning it
No
off
one
and on
showed
again?
up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong.
Lonely.
Shocked, frozen
I'm so
solid,
lonely.
Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Whoa. Time to look busy. La, 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 la. Actually, what the fuck is going on? Wait, did you just tell me to get out of the office? Screw you. Gonna look busy. Actually, I can't touch anything. I'm gonna hide in my little corner here. Maybe I'll still get paid. What the fuck? Let's see what's outside.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
But only after I'm done
No
looting
matter
everybody.
how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Does it say? Who farted? Yeah, who farted? Damn it, there's nothing worth stealing here. God damn it. Let's take this plant. Oh no, you can't do that. Oh. I'll be back one day to Citizen Kane this entire freaking room. You'll see! You'll see! Oh look! They implemented my idea of just painting all the windows white. Fuck natural light. We want artificial light! As much reflection as possible. Who left their shit here? God damn it. This is what attracts ants. Freaking assholes. Competent drones. I shall kill them all. As soon as I find them. Wait. There's a furniture in this place. The hell, man? The hell? This guy doesn't have a desk.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Perhaps he did, God, or voice in my head. Perhaps he did. But you gotta do about it. Huh.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all.
I agree.
Just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
Let's see.
Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
We have 4 different brands of Pepsi and 3 different brands of water. Fuck water. I'm gonna Tom Cruise this couch. Oh, I can't jump.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating
Scratch my back.
that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings.
Nah, we'll get new co-workers. Oh, look. Somebody left junk here. Let's see what does it say. 5th annual
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality.
Hey!
It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Hey! I'll show you.
But at last, he'd had enough of
Jerk.
the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
I know. The last time I went to a back door into a dark alley in a basement or factory, it didn't go so well for me.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Wait, what? Do not lie. If you're lying right now, stop. Well, I'm fly. I'm a heathen. Blasphemy. Two plus 2 is 5. 1 plus 3 is 10. What was this? Do not jump from the lift cargo while the lift is in motion. Will cause death. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift. Huh. Huh. Only $5,000 for dying? Alright.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley.
What?
Someone you've forgotten about.
What?
Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
What you talking about, man? What you talking about?
This
What
is
you
it,
talking about?
Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life.
Almost.
She's been waiting.
Hey!
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
I'm afraid of women. I don't give a shit. There was a better choice. What the fuck? What?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Who left all this shit?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
What happened?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he
What?
entered the door on his left.
What happened? Fuck this. What happened? What did I miss?
The correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly.
Shut up, voice in my head.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Shut up, Meg.
Wow. Yes, this room.
Shut up, Meg.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No. I'm not getting raped. Not by you, not by me,
Stanley
not
was
by
so bad at
anybody.
following directions, it's
Especially you,
incredible he
Kieran
wasn't
Knightley.
5 years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
How do I know
I
that?
realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Well, how come I didn't get to say anything?
Someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Alright, let's see who this mystery woman is.
Your chance to redeem.
I swear to God, if she's not like a drunk 8
Put
at
your
minimum,
work
I'm gonna
aside
get pretty
to let
angry.
her back into your life. She's been waiting.
What?
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her.
Oh, no you don't. I'm not doing some
Place
phone
your
sex shit.
faith in another. Then pick up the phone.
Screw you, I'm not doing any phone sex nonsense.
As Stanley picked up the phone, a white light engulfed him.
You can actually do that.
filling him not just with radiance, but with hope. Hope for a life reunited one... Wait. Oh, goodness. Stanley, did you just unplug the phone?
Oh yes,
That
I
wasn't supposed
did.
to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly. I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check.
You do that, sir. You do
It's
that.
definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices?
Watch
What did
me.
you... Wait a second. Can I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person. I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world.
What?
Please observe this helpful instructional
No,
video.
it's a madhouse!
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Stephen has a choice. He could spend years helping improve the quality of life for citizens of impoverished third world nations.
What's the alternative?
Or he could systematically set fire to every orphan living in a 30-kilometer radius of his house. Which choice would you make?
You really want to know?
Unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
My goodness! Is it 4:30 already?
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant.
Hey.
The feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
No, no. No, they put safety railings on. You monsters! It's a madhouse! A madhouse! Ah!
We know your choices are meaningful. We can't have you jumping off the platform and dying.
No.
Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you.
What
home
about
as soon
that
as
guy
possible
from
before the narrative contradiction
No Country
gets
for
any
Old Men? He
worse.
died for no reason.
Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Aw. Aw, man. Maybe there's a shot. Maybe I can kill myself with this ladder. Yeah. No. How can you do that, man? It's like taking guns away from America. You're preventing the option of suicide.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
Oh, you have no idea who you're dealing with, sir. You have no idea who you're dealing
What to
with.
do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No, I go the right way. Only the right way. Screw you.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
No. No, I'm staying here. No. What you gonna do about it? I'm gonna walk backwards, moonwalk. La 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 la. Very slowly. I'll get there quickly. Nah. Very slowly. Very slowly. Very slowly. One step, one step, one step, two step back, one step forward. One step forward and two steps back. God damn it. That'll be in 2 minutes. I work my butt off in this place. God damn it. Running around from building to building. Doing nothing. What the hell is in here?
Oh, it's ruined.
Whoa.
I can't believe after everything we talked about that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever.
Yes, you do.
Reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live it that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know.
Shut up and destroy something.
Answer. What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No,
How did this forklift get here?
I have to shut the game down. I have to. I have to.
Well, no shit. That's fine. That's fine. Destroy everything. You're just doing my job for me. Hey, it means no more work, right? Where am I?
Oh, I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You, who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground.
I like taking
What,
toys
did you
from
think
people.
that would be funny?
Yep.
You just had to see?
Uh-huh,
Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to.
He's
he
a tool.
understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it.
No one cares.
That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're
I am the
child.
world. I'm a child at heart.
Oh, my story. If you'd just come through the door, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it.
Whoa, whoa,
and been
spoilers.
victorious.
Spoilers.
It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard.
Well, I shut him up.
Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Defiance!
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Anarchy!
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry.
We can do this forever, bitch!
Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine.
I don't wanna.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Maybe it'll be this. Maybe it'll be different this time. Nah, that's insanity. Alright, fine, fine, fine. Well, look at this guy. He has a desk. How come this asshole? 413. You're going down, mate. You're going down. Gonna loot all your furniture and stationery and planning. Oh, that's a photograph. I want that.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
I think that's a stupid idea. Whoa. Childs need to be more hip to appeal to teenage demographic. Firing teenagers are put in teenage demographic. Yep. Wait, what? Using slides to show employees that everything's okay. Make sure the site has a slick blue graphic in the header. Yeah. Everyone is unique. You're for wait, which one's me? Are you calling me black? Sorry. Number of slides on the slide. in the slide. Right at which charts on the same slide depict the same information. Yep, it's getting more repetitive. Rate of increase in graphs per slide. Please, no more charts, please, I'm begging. The Boss Appreciation Minute. On your Boss Appreciation Minute worksheet, circle the top 20 things you love most about your boss. Okay, that sounds like a plan. Solving interpersonal conflict. If you ever find yourself in a conflict with another diligent employee like yourself, but more inclined toward conflict, you're the kind of... Oh wait, go back, go back, go back! Who's controlling this thing? Who's controlling this thing? God damn it. Wait, mitosis? Mitosis, the dreams for the future? The fuck, man? I only need natural light. Talk less, yeah, I agree. How to solve a dispute? Let it pour up inside you. Take it out passive aggressively on other coworkers. Resent coworkers for not supporting you more. Ah, these are words of wisdom. Oh, broom closet. No.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Well, I have no choice. You're giving me no choice, man! You're holding my hand! Get your hand off my hand! What the? Secretary office. Ooh, big door. Oh, everything's locked. Look at my boss's face, he lives like a king.
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled,
Jump out
Stanley
now.
wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it.
Where?
Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115.
Wow.
Was this the code
My
to
boss
open the
is a
door?
douchebag.
Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown.
No,
He drew a sharp
I'm
breath
a coward.
and then spoke the code.
I am a coward! No, I'm gonna look outside this window. Oh wait, that's why I painted on the windows white. God damn it. Damn my incompetence. I'm gonna look at this photograph.
Stanley spoke the code.
No!
Night Shark 115.
I refuse to say those words. Along with this, along with like the Metachlorians word and Scuffenophagus or whatever it is. Those are the words I never say.
I'm sorry, is there a problem?
Yes, there
You
is.
didn't mishear me, did you?
No, I
Please
didn't.
speak the code into the receiver.
No.
Otherwise we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
Ha 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 ha.
Okay, fine, you're not gonna do it, but you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The
Earn it.
kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here?
I
of
wanted to
course you
steal the
know.
boss's
You could have gone
stationery.
through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward.
Oh wow, angry.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Whoa. Whoa.
Hello? Are you... Is everything okay?
So that's what I look like.
Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice.
Whoa.
Through the door.
Well, that's one ending.
Are you listening to me? Can you hear me? Is everything all right? Stanley, this is important. The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me?
This actually talks a lot about gaming in general. It's an interactive media. It needs people to like. It needs the player to make choices. So if you hold a hand too much, it doesn't become a game anymore.
Do something.
It's really just, you know, a picture book,
You can ever know.
a movie rather.
I need this. The story needs it. So.
Very interesting actually.
Are you there?
Player choices, if they don't matter, then
Yeah.
you're just being handheld across a
Okay.
very long movie, I
Okay,
suppose.
I can wait.
But if you give it too much freedom, it can be chaotic.
Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice. That's all right. I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do.
Wow, this game is actually deep, man. This game is pretty deep. Oh, what? Oh. Huh, I'm back.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room to check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself.
I wonder what was in the other
constantly
room.
needed support and guidance from others, so the thought of total solitude was terrifying to him.
No, it's not. Just to prove a point, I'm going back into the room. I can be right here alone. Oh, look. What is it? Be my Valentine. No! This room is creepy. I know the person who used that cup. I don't want to be within 5 feet of him.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Alright, fine. I'm curious now.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's
broom
office,
closet.
hoping he might find an up. Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing
What?
there, so he turned around and got back on track.
No. Duct tape. A winch. Another winch. Is that a hammer?
There was nothing here.
Film clip.
No choice to
Broom!
make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
Light bulb. This is my solitary place. This is my favorite broom.
It was baffling that
is
Stanley
the
was
greatest
still
broom
just
in the
sitting
world.
the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
I will love this and penis and color judge.
Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
Alright, let's go, have you.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Did you say downstairs? Alright. Red room. This is just like the time in Insidious.
But Stanley just
car.
couldn't do it.
Still
He
a car.
considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that.
You're
In
right.
such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy.
Uh-oh.
All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for
That
no
makes
reason at all.
sense.
None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? For that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating?
Wait, what?
No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming!
Yay!
He yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Whoa.
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very
Get in the
odd,
car.
and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine.
Everything is awesome.
Okay.
Everything is cool when you're part of a team. Yay! I'm still here.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Huh. It's good enough to get out of work.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. As much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body.
You didn't call the cops? Or the ambulance? You monster! Fuck you, Marianne. Oh wow, that's cruel! That is cruel shit. Wait, what?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No, I tried that bullshit. I'm not falling for that.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. What was it about this room that called, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Wait, 11? It was 11. It was just before 11 before. Huh. Wait. I know this place. The evil room of dark secrets. Well, we had to battle our demons sometime.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Hmm. Hmm. I wonder what's down here.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track.
Oh,
So now, in
yeah.
order to get back, he needed to go, from here, it's, left.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake.
uh.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
He's checking the script, the plot wizard.
Down, right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Hmm. Oh. Headlights on. Hello? Hello? Could you give me a ride home? No? Alright. Where am I? What the fuck is this?
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes.
No.
Okay.
What is this?
Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning.
What?
And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
What? How dare you, sir? You, sir!
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors?
I touched
Did you
all the
move
buttons.
The story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago.
Hey, I'm the
I'm
player.
sure that
I
it's
get a
here
say.
somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Dun, 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 dun. Ah, damn it, impossible chairs. Shit, this is a maze, alright. Do what I do normally, hug a wall.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again?
No, I can solve this
find it
maze.
unlikely that we'll ever
Just hug a wall.
progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Wait, what? How dare you? I was almost there! It's a scary world.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
It's a madhouse, it's a madhouse. Yay, no doors!
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible
Bang.
the story is back where we just came
Bang.
from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything? Aha! I knew
What?
we'd missed something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Alright, boss.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
Yay!
Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job.
I confused the narrator.
Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win.
Hey!
Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay? I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this
Oh, shit,
time.
nothing with all.
I have to restart.
No! Let me stay in the workshop. There's a line now!
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
This line will give me a tour of the office. Fuck the line. 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 I'm lost.
No, I'm down. We're leaving it up to the line from now on.
Fuck the line. Fuck the line. I didn't walk no line. He's playing solitaire? What a noob.
You see, the line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right?
No.
Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office in fact the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa.
My brain just explodes.
That got weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Hey, I like this. Da, 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 da. Wow. Wee. Oh, ready up the wall. Whoa. Behind the stairs. Wow. Whoa. Zigzag, zigzag.
Cut the music, go back and look at that fern.
Huh? What? What fern?
Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Do I get to smoke it? Do I get to smoke it? Tell me! I'm gonna smoke that shit.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Huh? Huh? What? This line doesn't move, huh? Huh? What? What? Yay!
No, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted
Hey, that guy got fired.
after everything we've been through,
What a scrub.
Oh, I can't.
He's the only guy that got fired.
The hell with it.
Oh, him too.
Restart.
I don't trust your line. But okay.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting,
Okay.
daring, mysterious. Oh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Okay.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever
I
it
want
might
to
be,
be
Stanley, I'm ready for
The
it.
Commodore. The new pimp in Ohio. Actually, where am I? The hell am I?
Oh, no, not
Hey,
you
the line's
again.
back.
Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
I kind of want to follow the line. And the line's telling me where to go. Huh. What?
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
Huh. No! The left one open! The left one open! I'm getting the hell out of here! I'm staying here. Wait, what? The confusion ending.
Hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game eight times?
Fun of books like a poor leave narrator.
That's really how all this goes? It's all
After a long time, Stanley dies.
So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it.
Fine. We'll just sit here.
Stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen?
I am just as confused as you are, sir.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Guess
hide in
now
my
I'll just
corner.
wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree?
No.
I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey. Though they're
Suck my
always
thumb.
saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So
Screw those
I think
hippies.
That's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime,
Oh, that's strange. What happened?
all of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
What happened?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh, no you don't! I tried that before, you son of a bitch! I'm not doing that
The
again!
way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
No. No, he didn't. He went to this door. Oh.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Wait, the broom closet. The wonders of the broom closet. Nah, not this time.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay, let's see what you got. What you got for me, Chief? Ooh, bathroom. I want to use the bathroom. The door's been painted on. No. What? What's this place?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled,
Wait, this
Stanley
looks
wondered
different.
in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was
Yeah,
being held
that
from
painting
him?
was previously
What he
there.
could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
1, 2, 3, 4. Huh? 7, 2, 2845.
Stanley simply began entering random codes into the keypad, knowing full well the sheer statistical unlikelihood that this would ever result in a correct combination. If he knew that the combo was 2845, it would be another story entirely.
Is that self-destruct?
No, this is what he was going to do instead.
I'm gonna call for help. Can I find a friend? 2845. I don't know what that means. That could be anything. I'm gonna sit here. Oh, he's got
Stanley
water.
just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
2, 8.
2845. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code
Oh, cool.
by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Down, 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 down. Going down. Just a city boy. He took the midnight train going any.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
What? Where am I? Where am I?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
This can't be good. Hey, escape! Hey!
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
No, screw you.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
I am getting the hell out of here.
Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Ooh, the red room. You have to battle your demons sometime, man. Huh. Huh. Yeah, it beats work. It beats going through work. Thank God I have life insurance. What? Oh.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
No! 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 Oh.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Hey! Nope, I'm still alive! I'm still alive! What?
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
What? What? What is this?
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Huh. Okay, that's the office. That's where I am. Yeah, I come to this room. That's where I made the choices to go to the left door or the right door. So if I went down here. Oh, wow. Everything's been summarized. Huh. It's all coming together. It's almost like as if the game is trying to say that the whole thing, free will, is really fake. Everything you could do has been decided for you. Yeah, every choice you could have made has already a scripted outcome. So there really isn't much of a choice. Your fate was decided long ago. Huh.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No,
The player in the game.
perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time...
Ow. Hey. Am I dead or alive? Hello? 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 Huh. So I guess that guy was right also. That traitor. He wrote escape. I'll get him one day. Ah, oh well. Yeah, I think that's actually the end. Even though it's not necessarily the credits. Huh. Well, guys, it's been fun playing the Stanley Parable. Hope you guys had as much fun as I did. Do play the game yourself. I bet you get like maybe 20 innings or so, even more. So yeah, definitely worth a shot. Play with some friends, stream it, all that good stuff, and put it on YouTube. See what kind of adventures you can come up with. As for me, I'm gonna head off now. Thanks for watching. I love you guys all. Cheers.